A father and son from Centurion here in Gauteng are being hailed as heroes. The pair, on holiday in the wilderness in the Western Cape, saved a young swimmer from drowning. 16-year-old Jaden Delport swam towards her while his father, Henrico, grabbed a National Sea Rescue Institute Pink Rescue Buoy and rushed into the water. Together, they managed to eventually get the teenager to shore. We understand that at least 13 lives have been saved thanks to the Pink Rescue Buoy campaign. Well, joining us in the studios here in Johannesburg are both Jaden and Henrico, while NSRI's Drowning Prevention Campaign Manager, Andrew Ingram, is in our Cape Town studios. Gentlemen, good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
Yeah, and first up, Andrew, I want to start here in Johannesburg before we come to you to talk about the usefulness of this device. I want to just get the human interest side of the story. Jaden, well done. Eh?
Thank you, sir.
I mean, I don't know if I would be able to do something like that. What happened? Just recall very briefly in your mind what took place.
We swam, me and my brother, then we saw the girl next to us, and then short after the current swept her away, and I looked back to my mother, then I saw she was standing up, and I just thought, run to her, go get him. But when I got to her, all that I thought was, oh, what did I do? I tried to swim with her, but the current was too strong. And then I just tried to push her with the waves, and then my father went and got the pink buoy like they...
So just that second, that makes you say, I'm going in to help.
Yes.
I mean, what made that happen?
I really know. It's like a feeling inside of you that you think, oh, she needs help. You can see the desperation on her face and the fear.
Yes, and I guess the rip current was too strong.
Yes, it was very strong. I tried to swim with her, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
Mr.
Mr. Delport, now when do you get involved in this?
Well, I was concerned about both their safety, you know. And it's my boy, and he just, like he is, just went in without hesitation. And I knew she was in trouble because I saw her face, the fear in her face. And well, my wife brought her the pink buoy, and I went behind them. He was at that stage a few meters in front, and I came with the buoy, yes.
Yeah, and I mean, there was a lot of risk involved. I mean, you were in the water, Jaden, and then your dad comes in, and the young swimmer is in trouble. Would it be fair, I mean, we were not there, if you recall, if you're looking back now, that without that pink buoy, you may not have saved that young woman's life?
Yes. Yeah. No, yes, definitely.
So it helped a lot?
Yes, it helped a lot.
Let's bring in Andrew Ingram, who heads up the Drowning Prevention Campaign. He's a campaign manager for that, for NSRI. Andrew, good morning. You've just had a little bit of that recollection. I'm sure by now you are aware of it. These pink buoys, how do you deploy them, and where do you deploy them?
Good morning. Yeah, you know, it started off more than a year ago, and the concern that we needed to address was what we call peer rescue. So exactly the story that's been described. Somebody sees somebody else in distress in the water, and if that instinct to go and help is just so strong that very often, despite Sea Rescue and Life Saving South Africa saying don't go into the water to help somebody, the will to help just overrides it. And we noticed that there were just far too many failed peer rescues. So somebody would go in to help somebody else, and you would have two people drowning, or quite often the person going in to help would be older, maybe a family member, and that person wouldn't be as strong a swimmer as they thought they were. So we had to think out the box and come up with something that would help those people who were going into the water to try and rescue somebody else but didn't have the training. So we keep saying, please swim at a beach where lifeguards are on duty and swim between the flags. Don't go in to help somebody. Rather call emergency services and we'll get rescue swimmers there. But being a kind person, you can't not help somebody. It's just very, very difficult. So we came up with the Pink Rescue Buoys. It's a bright color, it's flotation. On the sign, there's the emergency numbers. So often what happens is that a man will go into the water and his partner will phone for help. that means that the person who is in difficulty, as well as the person who has gone into the water against advice, has flotation, and it just gives us a little bit longer for us to get there and help if they're unable to get out. In this case, they were able to get out, so that's absolutely fantastic. 14 lives the Pink Rescue Buoys have been used to save by people who have actually gone the extra mile and endangered themselves to rescue somebody else.
Andrew, I know that NSRI has commended Jaden here and Henrico. Of course, that natural instinct of let's help somebody. But just for me to understand, I mean, we are in October now. Very soon it's going to be Christmas holidays. People are going to the beaches and stuff. Where do you actually find, where are these pink buoy flotations around? Are they on the side of the beach? Are they put somewhere in a box, or are they floating already?
So we rely on our station commanders around the country to tell us where they're most needed, and we watch rescue incidents and drowning incidents very, very carefully, and we then deploy the Pink Rescue Buoys where we believe that they're most needed. They will be on the beach, on a signpost, hanging on the signpost, and they have the emergency telephone number of the closest sea rescue station on it. So when you arrive at a beach, if you keep your eye out for that pink buoy and for the sign, most importantly on it is the emergency number, so that you can phone for help very, very quickly. And I think the success of this campaign really hinges on the community, the people who live near it, and if they can look out for that pink buoy and make sure that it's not taken off the hook for anything other than a rescue, and after a rescue it's put back. I think that this rescue in Wilderness was an absolute textbook case. The buoy was used by very kind people to save a life. It was put back, and it will save another life.
And also I understand that a member of the public who was watching this drama as Jaden was getting into the water, and you were following your son there, Henrico, he saw the number on this buoy and phoned the emergency number so that people can then come and assist you in time, okay? Now Jaden, just as we conclude, you must have been very exhausted as well when you came out of there.
Yes, I was very exhausted.
And the young swimmer that you saved, did you meet her afterwards? Did she get taken away?
Yes, I met her, we exchanged hugs, but after she left very quickly.
Left very quickly with the family.
Yes, with the family.
And
yes.
you were very relieved to be out of that water.
Yeah, very relieved.
Well done.
Yeah.
And Henrico, were you also very tired afterwards?
Well, yeah, tired and you know, anxious, and everything went through my head. What could have happened? And stuff like that.
And thanks goodness the worst didn't happen for
agree.
yourselves,
who
really with your good hearts went in there to help somebody, and for the young swimmer who also survived. I'm sure her family is forever, and herself forever grateful to you. Now, finally, Andrew, very briefly, we are heading to that festive season. Your advice broadly is that people must not just go into the water to save anybody unless they are doing it under the right kind of guidance and using the pink buoy. Otherwise, stay out or just phone the emergency number.
Yeah, I think that's critical. You know, really going into the holiday season, if parents can concentrate on choosing a beach where there's lifeguards on duty and teaching their children to swim between the flags, they're going to avoid rip currents. Rip currents are really very difficult for some people to see. So lifeguards on duty, swim between the flags. Please don't go into the water to try and rescue somebody. Rather throw the flotation to them and phone the emergency number. Rip currents are all different. So Wilderness, it's very difficult to do what I've just described. You can swim where the lifeguards are, but you need to just take a really careful decision and understand that peer rescue is very, very dangerous, and it's a difficult thing to do. So congratulations to these two men. They did a great job. They saved a life, and we're absolutely thrilled that our Pink Rescue Buoy could help them do that.
Thank you very much, Andrew Ingram there. He's the Drowning Prevention Campaign Manager. Take his advice. Do not try and emulate Jaden, but your kindness and your bravery, of course, spoke for yourself because you saved somebody. Thank you very much, Henrico. That's Henrico Delport and Jaden Delport. And thanks to Andrew there from NSRI in